It is so inspiring and so educative. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Morning Star Breakfast Show brought to you by Starcross Television here in the city of Calabar. My name is Olu Charles, your anchor for today's edition of the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Indeed, it's a beautiful day, midday of the week, Wednesday. So if you are fortunate to see today, be thankful and be grateful to God because it is an opportunity, not a privilege, because so many are on the sick bed, so many are in the hospital, so many are somewhere that you will not want to be. So we are not... we are not entitled to that, but it's because of the mercy and the benevolence of God that we are here to see a beautiful day. We thank God for Wednesday, and we thank God for all the days we have seen, and the days we'll be seeing in tomorrow. So I'm being joined by my beautiful colleague, Sister Rotobo. Good morning.
Sorry about that. Good
Thank
morning
you.
to you too. How are you doing?
I'm fine. You look beautiful as
Thank you.
always.
Thank you. To you, our beloved viewer, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. It is the Morning Star Breakfast Show, brought to you by Starcross Television, Wednesday's edition precisely. How was your night? I hope you slept and woke up beautifully, and I hope you said you made some affirmations into your life, because your words actually hold power. Whatever it is you want the Father to do for you, it is left for you to use your mouth to declare it. And never you speak ill of yourself. Never you speak, think of yourself as being too low, because that is what the universe will bring around you. Always proclaim that you will make it, all right? If you need life, you speak life into your own life. Anything you want around you, even if it is in the life of your friends, your children, just speak the word and it will be honored. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sister Ruth. We'll just speak the word and it's going to be done. But we don't know how far it's going to be done, if it's today or tomorrow or in the next 1 year. Just be patient and it's going to be done. I want to add by saying, anything you are doing today, just do it as if there's no tomorrow. Be focused on that because you don't know how far where that can take you, and be always open for new opportunity, new innovation, and you'll see where it's going to take you to. You may not know where your 5 years will be. So today we'll be looking towards a very beautiful topic, and we're having a lot of segments, and one of it is the Today in History, and another segment is with His Grace Archbishop Solomon David, a Brigadier General in Nigeria. So stay tuned, we'll go on a short break, and when we're back, we do you the honor of breaking down the topic and going deep into the conversation. Thank you.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help from the Lord. Anything I do, anything I say, even when I smile, even when I cry, Lord, I need you. Sometimes I wonder what manner of love you have for me. You love me beyond human comprehension. You are my strength when I'm weak. You are my Lord, my fortress and shield. Oh Lord, my Master and King. Oh Lord, I give you all praise, my Lord and King. Ebube dike, obiomale, agune chimba, onye nememba, songi kam no po, oge no no zam, oh zam, oh zamonda, zamo papa, zamo daddy, zamo onywe, makala
I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help from the Lord. Anything I do, anything I say, even when I smile, even when I cry, Lord, I need you.
It is that time of the year again as Brotherhood of the Cross and Star, under the auspices of Christ Universal General Fellowship, warmly invites the general public to the 3rd edition of the Christ Universal General Fellowship Evangelical Outreach Kum International Retreat tagged Akwa Ibom 2026 with the theme In Unity We Rise. The event holds from Monday 8th through Saturday 13th of June 2026. Venue 4 Towns, Bethel, Ibom Plaza and Ibom Hall, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Highlights include super opening ceremony, evangelical outreach in all 31 local government areas in Akwa Ibom State, super conference with Christ Universal Women Fellowship and Christ Universal Men Fellowship, radio and TV evangelical programs, inter-religious world conference with the theme The Power of Unity in Diversity, Many Voices, One Humanity, inter-religious singing exercise, Christ Universal General Fellowship International Leadership's Retreat, Christ Universal General Fellowship Evangelical Bible Class and Healing Service, Match of Unity, Council of Elders Interview Session, Christ Universal General Fellowship International Award, and loads more. For more enquiries, please contact Brother Godwin Akpan, Chairman, Media and Publicity Subcommittee on +234 803 766 8847, or His Grace Archbishop Nnamong, IOC Chairman on +234 803 414 3558, and His Grace Archbishop Celestial Elder Andrew Umanta, Local Organizing Committee Chairman on +234 802 339 0203. Host His Grace Archbishop Martins Nyang Ansa Bonanza. Come, let us build a stronger and progressive universe together. His Grace Archbishop Honorable Justice Achibong, International Chairman, Christ Universal General Fellowship. Announcer.
The light that shines within me, the light that's clearer than crystals, even Jasper is nothing close.
Echoes are sounding, banners rising, and the real men are gathering again. Beloved, the Holy Father is Holiness Olumba Obu, the Universal Monarch, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, graciously invites all real men and all creation to the 60th anniversary week of the Christ Universal Men Fellowship, starting from Monday 15th through Saturday 20th of June 2026 at the BCS World Headquarters, 34 Amber Street, Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. It is going to be a week of power, brotherhood, celebration, and spiritual renewal with the theme celebrating the victory and eternal reign of the universal monarch, our pillar of assurance. Highlights of the week include Super Morning Devotion cum Flag Off, Corporate Evangelism, Everlasting Gospel Challenge, March Past, Sporting Activities, Humanitarian Outreach cum Visitations, Brother UMF International Contest, and Empowerment cum Skills Acquisition. Can you dance the rhythm of love, peace, and joy? Then prepare to join the Spiritual Chorus Dance Competition and loads more. For inquiries, contact Christ Ambassador Nabigetuke International PRO on +234 803 926 3922 and Brother Egere Tetewi IOC Chairman on +234 803 742 9670. Come as we celebrate the victory and eternal reign of the universal monarch. Announcer Petra Christ Shepherd Obioma George, International President, Christ Universal Men Fellowship.
From the depths of my soul, I do not know why my Savior loves me so. My eyes have seen what the Lord has done. My eyes have seen what the Lord has done for me. My eyes have seen what the Lord.
Watch Starcross TV, empowering station, God's own station, uniting the world.
Hello, welcome back. If you are just joining us, it is the Morning Star Breakfast Show brought to you by Starcross Television. Indeed, I told you when we were back, we will go deeply into the topic. But before then, I have another of my colleagues who is here, Sister Ivy Rex. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Audrey Charles. Good morning, Sister.
Good morning.
And good morning, beloved audience, because it's a new day and it's the Wednesday edition of the Morning Star Breakfast Show, and we'd love to implore you to join us on this wonderful conversation because, yes, we can't do it alone. No man is an island of knowledge, so we need your opinion. We also need your contribution in today's edition. And of course, it's also the midday of the week where you tend to refresh and also kickstart, or should I say rebuild yourself. You know, you've stressed yourself Monday, Tuesday, and today being the midweek, there are some laxity, you know, so you tend to push yourself to cover or handle things for the weekend. So good morning again, once again, and please join us on today's wonderful edition.
All right, thank you. Welcome back, Sister Ruth.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be going deeply into our topic of discussion for today. Now, the comfort zone trap. We'll be looking, is it necessary? Is it okay for that, for us to be at our comfort zone? So for our first question, I'll be going to Sister Ruth. Is a comfort zone actually a sanctuary or a stagnation, place of stagnation?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. First and foremost, I would like to say that it's a stagnation in disguise. Yeah, because beautiful things don't come to you in your comfort zone. You have to go out there and hustle for it. So if you're very comfortable in a place, I feel like that's, just like I said, in disguise is stagnation. You have to really go out there, you know, add one or two, struggle, you know, because life is not bed of roses. So if you're actually comfortable in a particular place, I feel like it's like a threat. It's a stagnation threat. It's something that is not, you're not building your life. So you have to go out there, you know, make do with the time you have and get the things that you want. Except you are already working, and maybe you are working from home, which is not still very all that yes, which is not all that comfortable for you, because if you're working from home, it's almost the same thing, you know. you have to put in the same effort, the same energy, everything into it to be able to, you know, get the things done. And you would still have to leave at some point to get other things done. Like I used to say, if you are actually comfortable in a place, like there is nothing pushing you, there is no force, you know, pushing you to go do something, I feel like you are supposed to go back to your drawing board or pray over it, because something is actually wrong. There has to be something to push you to do another, like something better, something to make you feel better than yesterday.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, I would also love to add to what Sister Ruth has said, though she's quite correct in some ways, but I would also love to come from a place where comfort is a necessity in every man's life. I believe that as a person, there are still sometimes you need to rethink, you need to rebuild, you need to start afresh. And this comfort is that place where you go and have a hiding, then you come back again strong and bold. Though, yes, comfort is not a place to stay permanently, but it's a place to also relieve you of your stress, because you can't be workaholic all the time, right? But I'm bringing my standpoint that you shouldn't be there rather permanently, but it should be, comfort should be a thing of a period of time, maybe 1 or 2 days, you taking out a relief, a stress, or trying to relieve stress, or you are trying to rebuild, or you are trying to regain yourself from maybe what you've lost. We have many people that has really defined that comfort is not a place to stay permanently. Of course, we have stories where your hard work, you going out to work, yield results more than comfort itself. I feel like many people don't want to pursue, or they don't go out to do things based on the fact that they see the risks bigger than the comfort itself, right? They think that going out to do it, or taking the risks rather, is big in their head, in their imagination, is sounding more like, okay, this risk is more bigger than the comfort that I'm having today, so I would love to stay in my comfort zone. But I am here saying that, of course, comfort is there to relieve you of your stress, but not for you to be there permanently, because a whole lot, we also have that of mental health, physical well-being, and all of that. So when you bring mental health, physical well-being, where our doctors do emphasize on, it also boils down to comfort, where you intend to be comfortable, where you tend to have a zone or a space where you could zoom out and just feel free, relax at some certain point. But the bench line is you shouldn't be there permanently.
Okay, I have a question for you, but it's a follow-up question for you, Sister Ruth. Why is it necessary to be at the comfort zone?
Okay, I feel like in a way she has done justice to that question already. It is very, very necessary to be there when you are worked up, when you are stressed. I feel like a comfort zone is a place where you can wail when you are going through a lot. It's like a closed door where nobody sees you, and then you are being quite expressive about your emotions. Hold on. You're being very, very expressive about your emotions. You know, that's where you pour out your emotions. That's where you actually find yourself. You pick up the pieces of you, build them up, and then take a rest, and then go out and still go do the same thing that broke you. Because risk, you know, in life you have to take risk. You have to take a lot of risk, whether you don't even know if it is going to end up taking your life or not, but you just keep, you know, persevering. So it's quite necessary for one to have a comfort zone, because there is where you pour out your emotions. There, nobody holds you. If you have your family around, perfect. Very, very perfect. They are going to comfort you, you know, give you some, you know, comforting words and so on. But if you do not, that is where you express yourself the way you feel, because you are not afraid of who is watching you. You are not afraid of what people will say, that you're not, they don't like the way you are expressing your emotions, you know. When you are broken, that a comfort zone is where you feel like like I said, express your emotions, you know, dissect yourself and still bring together yourself, pick up your pieces and still, you know, forge ahead. So it's quite necessary for one to be or to have a comfort zone.
Okay, yeah, what you have said a comfort zone is necessary for maybe you are broken, that's where you can be. But I would love to say it is not necessary for someone who want to progress. Because if you want to progress, you will have to take risks every day. And except you are being settled in life permanently, that means you are comfortable in a particular place, which is your comfort zone. Now to you, sister.
I'm sorry, we cannot pass. I feel like I take exception to what you just said.
Okay.
Yes, because as it is, everybody has a place they go back to rest their head. Some people don't just go home to rest their head. Some people go home, think about the activities they had during the day, where they went wrong, and how they can fix it. And this does not happen in a party hall. It does not happen in the market square. It happens in your comfort zone, where you go back and rethink. You know, you are kind of like, you're rethinking. Let me use a simple English. You are rethinking, what I did, was it okay? I slapped a fellow today. Was I right to have slapped the person? You know, I took what belonged to another person because I feel I am more powerful than the person. Was I right to have done that? Was I, you know, using my power wrongly? That is where you go back, think, you know. Now you are not being powerful. You're not thinking of yourself as being on top of the world. It's just you and the walls of your house, you know. Nobody is there. Nobody is. You are your own judge. You are the one judging your works, your activities during the day. So it is very, very necessary. This is somebody who has gone out and has achieved a lot, whether positively or negatively. And now the person is back to the house and is, you know, having a rethink of what they did, whether it was good or everyone to have. But in life, not everybody has that luxury of comfort space, you know. You still stay in a place where 1 minute you are thinking about the activities that went on during the day. The next minute you are being called to do something. You've been disconnected. And it will be so for some people. They find it very difficult, you know, to actually reconnect because they are trying to have a playback so they can fix the things. It's just like you traveling in like traveling back, like turning back the hands of time and actually living in the past, trying to see how you can fix the things that you did wrong. Once you're able to fix it in your mind, I feel like it's going to reflect your character in your next day. Like the next day you step out, you would see the same person and then you have a rethink because maybe you had promised to do another person, but because you have gone back to your drawing board, you've thought about everything that happened, and then you feel sorry, you know. So when you go out again to work, you're going to see how you can, you know, reduce some of the energy in you.
Okay, I would love to say, first, you're on point. Second, from your perspective, from your explanation, you are saying a comfort zone or a trap is a place of relaxation where you think of the next day. Maybe you have offended someone, you put everything together. Now, from my own definition, I want to say a comfort zone is seen as a place of you being comfort, not for you to push ahead. But if you look beyond comfort, being comfort is a place where you take risks.
Because if someone who is progressive is determined to take risks and forge ahead and also achieve.
Someone who is what?
Someone who is progressive
is
determined to achieve a whole lot without being comfort. But when you see it as a comfort place, you will not want to go beyond bars to achieve what you want to achieve.
Okay, but Odudu,
that's my own definition.
I understand where you're coming from, where you said someone who tries to push ahead doesn't have that space of comfort, right? But I want to agree with Sister Ruth because every man has to have that comfort zone at any point in time.
If you check, we're having two definitions.
Yes, we have comfort, we have the trap of comfort. I'm telling you that comfort is not meant to be permanent, right? From my first statement, I stated that comfort is not meant to be permanent. Being that we are humans, there are times we need to relax. There are times we need to reboot. There are times we need to regain our energy. There are times we need to come back again, bounce. Let me use the word bounce back, right? And that comfort zone is what that gives you that space, that leverage, that place to be calm, that place to rethink, that place to be like, okay, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. Let me just relax. Maybe new ideas will come. Let me just relax. Let me have a refreshed mind. Let me keep my mind blank, or let me just relax and forget about everything to see if I can.
Relax.
Yes.
Let me just relax.
That's the comfort you are giving to yourself at the particular point. I don't know if
How will you describe the word let me just relax?
It's
For some ways determined.
it's comfort.
Okay. You are comfortable.
Yeah.
Let me just relax, meaning that even though I cannot get it now, I will get it tomorrow. Let me just relax.
Hold on. I feel like the word for it is reflection. It's just when you have to sit and reflect. Even the most hardworking human on earth takes a time out to reflect on their activities. And this reflection sometimes happens when they are alone, you know. Some people have whom advisors around, but even after advisors have asked them, have shared their thoughts, I think this is what you should do. They have some time to reflect on the advice they've been given. Do you understand? And that's the time. You need this during this hour. You're meant to be left alone.
So that's
to
when,
be
able. Let me just relax comes in.
That's the word she used, but I am rephrasing it to you, the word reflection. That's when you have a time out for yourself to reflect on the things that had happened, and then re-energize yourself, or what's the other word?
Reboot yourself.
Reboot, It's just a time that you have to weigh out the other energy and then bring in a new energy to be able to function well in
And to crown it all, comfort is also like a boost to renewing your pursuit in life, right? Yes, because if you are a workaholic all the time, I don't think you have that strength to even reach your destination. At some point, you need to pause, you reboot and go forward. I think that comfort zone is just like a place to just have a break, re-strategize, and you move forward.
All right, thank you. You're just joining us. It is the Morning Star Breakfast Show brought to you by Starcross Television, and we are discussing this comfort trap and
comfort zone trap.
Comfort zone trap. Thank you very much. And the underlying word by AB Rex is it is a boost to renew your pursuit. And Sister Ruth, the authentic, is saying it is.
It's comfort zone trap. It's not a boost. The comfort itself at a minimal point is a boost, but when it is permanent, it becomes a trap that hinders you from going forward.
All right, thank you so much. So the next question to you is, now we have gotten deep into the conversation, how can you differentiate between feeling safe and feeling trapped?
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's also a dicey one. For me, I think feeling safe is where I tend to be free of anything that will harm me mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? And feeling trapped is when, let me say, I have something to do, I have a routine to do, but I can't really get to, or I can't see myself doing that thing or actualizing that particular thing, maybe because of the routine, maybe because of the characteristics I possess, or maybe because of laziness, one thing or the other, or maybe because of my comfort zone. I feel that, okay, I don't want to push. I'm looking, okay, I want to be this in the next 2 months, or let me say I want to, okay, let me just use position as an example, where you tend to be promoted from one position to another in a office. Now, I am in this position, a lower position, I'm receiving salary, it also helps to pay my rent, do one or few things and all of that. But as human in life, we have this ability to forge ahead. We always crave, we always want more, right? And I'm looking at getting that higher position in the office. And I know that if I get this higher position, I will not only cater for myself, right? I'll be able to cater for others. I'll be able to do things that I wanted to do for my mom, my family, and all of that. And that should be the goal. Maybe that was what I had in mind as a dream. But under this position that I am right now, currently, this position can just fend for my day-to-day activities, daily life, and all of that, which is, I'm comfortable with it, right? Now, why I am trapped is the inability to do things to get to where I want to be. I am imagining to be promoted, but my inability to do things, or my characteristics, maybe a few things that are hindering me to do it, I think that is a trap for me, because now I've not built my mindset, I've not positioned my mindset in a way that I'm going to go forward, right? But I'm just stuck in my routine, in my normal routine, where I wake up, do things. You know, getting to the top has to do with more research, more training, more ideas, you equipping yourself for that particular position. But same here, I'm still stuck in my normal day routine. I wake up in the morning, I don't go back, I don't go to my schedule, or maybe I just come to work just like that without researching or going through what I want to do and all that. Maybe that was the normal routine for the lower position I am, and it works for that position. But going forward now, there are many things that I need to sacrifice, of which I'm not doing at that particular time. I have a goal, but I'm not doing things to get there. So that routine that happens to be my comfort zone, that is not looking like something that will be permanent, is now a trap to me.
Wow. Yes. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay, first and foremost, let's look at a safe place. You know, the question is to differentiate between a safe place and a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. The safe place is what we had already talked about, which is a comfort zone where you run away from the problems of the world, and then that's your shelter. You know, when the world is quite hot. When I'm using the word world, I am talking about the ups and downs of life. You know, you go out there, face problems, then come back and then have a rest. That is where the problems don't follow you there. They might follow you there in your mind, but they are not there in physically. So you could actually decide to take them off your mind and rest, and then when you wake up, you bring them back to see how you can work on them, to weigh off that problem, to make way for another one, because there is no human without problem in life. Now, a trap is somehow dicey. Now, a trap is when you are in a place that, let me use the word, has everything. You've been given everything, and then you fail to think that you are supposed to make way for more to come in. And you just sit there and make do of everything that has been given to you. You are not thinking outside the box. You're not thinking that someday this will finish. You're not thinking that someday you will need to pay bills. The ones that has been paid will weigh off, and then you would have to face reality. So that is a trap already, because you are not thinking outside the box. You are quite very, very comfortable.
What if the trap is permanent?
If it is permanent, there is nothing that is permanent in life, bro. Nothing is permanent in life. So whatever it is that is handed to you, you have to see how you can think outside the box to see how you can actually maintain. If it is a lifestyle you like, see how you can maintain that line. You know, it requires a lot of effort, a lot of work. You know, if you've been handed, let's say, for instance, you've been handed this table, and you know for sure this table has an expiry date, and you love it because of what you do. You just love everything about it. You know, nobody's asking you to pay, but in your mind, your subconscious mind is telling you that someday it will get spoiled and nobody is going to help you. Nobody is coming to help you. You will be the one. It's either you fold the table, you pack them, use them for firewood, or the place will be left bare, you know, nothing here. So if you're thinking outside the box, you should think of how to save up, the things you should do to save money, to, you know, have another table in the storeroom, so that whenever this one gets expired, you can bring the other one, because it's a table you love, you know. So you think of how you can keep the train going. I feel that's the trap, yes. But if you think outside of it, you can leave the trap, you know, for who thinks in who thinks in circles, who does not think outside the circle.
Who think of just
Today and not tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Also add to that, I believe that one thing every human should know is that as far as you are born into this world, you understand, humanity is involved, right? So you shouldn't be just in one place. You should be able to touch life at every given point. You understand? Because the key founders we have today, leaders and all of that, they thought about people. In short, problem was the thing that gave them that basis to strive forward, that, okay, this problem is here. I need to do this to solve this problem. I need to do this to solve this other person's problem. I need to do this to solve this other person's problem. So I believe that every human is meant to grow, has this mindset of, I want to grow. I know that there are still scenarios where we tend to love what we do and we want to be there, right, at that particular point. But when it comes to humanity, or when it comes to purpose, I think it expands every day, because after finishing a particular project, you tend to go forward to and know that it doesn't just stop. That's just what makes us human. You tend to find yourself doing one thing or the other at every given point, because after you finish with this one, when this one is over, you pick up the next one and you do. So stagnation is not something that should be there, but I believe that comfort is something we should run to at every point where you want to reboot, and that comfort shouldn't turn to a trap for a person.
Thank you. I would love to add to what you have said and what you have also said. I would love to say that we should be ready to see risks as something that is a way forward. We should be ready to take risks in all time, in anything we do. We should see risks as something that is a push to us to succeed. If you don't see risks as something that push you to get to where you want to be today and tomorrow, it will be something that will debar you of so many things. And that's where the word stagnation comes in. But when you are ready to take risks and to get into new innovation, to get new ideas, that is when you progress. So we should be ready to take risks and to see how we can succeed while we are taking risks.
Talking about risks, I think I also have a vivid example where everybody is also aware of. We have Elon Musk, where he also is a risk taker, where he sold his company PayPal, and also tried over and over again to get Tesla and that of X-Space, right? Because of the risks, I think that is one thing that defines human: visionary. When you intend to envision what you want to do, you don't stay stagnant. And even at the point of him doing that, he had many critics, right, saying that he's doing the wrong thing. Why will he sell a company that is already formidable and he wants to go and start up a new one? And that project failed over and over again, but he still continued push. And now that two company has stood the test of time. Like, everybody is going to that company. Everybody is want to maybe get associated with that wonderful company. And of course, it's even known all over the world. I think risks is also another thing. We shouldn't stay one place. Risks is another thing we should explore, because when we do risks, the outcome of that risk, we know that things do fail. We also have people that have failed over and over again in a particular thing. But at the end of I think there's a saying that if you fail 100 times in a particular thing, it just gives you that knowledge that there are 100 ways, different ways that this thing can fail. Like if you do this thing in this 100 different, you have that ideology that if you do this thing in this 100 different ways, this particular thing will fail. You just have that ideology. So I believe that we should always also try to take risks whenever we are doing something.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Ibirex. I would love to ask a very straight question to you, Sister Ruth. Does failure a sign of setback and a sign of being comfort, not to push?
I'm trying to understand. Ask the question again.
Failure. We understand that any man who feels bad, feels sad. You failing, is it a sign of you sitting down to strategize to move ahead, or is it a sign of you being comfort and let me just allow it to be there?
Okay, I think I understand now. Thank you very much for that question. First and foremost, there is this adage that examination is not a true test of knowledge. You've heard about that, right? It does not mean because you failed an exams, it therefore means that you are you're not intelligent. Yeah, you're not knowledgeable, you are daft or something. You know, that is never a true test of knowledge. Now, let us bring it back to your question. A man who fails is being challenged, is a challenged man. And whoever is the person's, what is it called? Rival should even you should up your games, because that man is feeling challenged and will definitely rise again. For somebody who is ambitious, will definitely rise again. And this time around, this person has gone back to his or her comfort zone, has strategized, has re-strategized. He has, like, it's just like you know, bringing a computer, you know, loosening everything, like dissecting everything, try to couple it back and see if it is going to give you what you want. So failure does not necessarily mean that you are daft or you failed in life. I don't see it that way. Wherever you see that things are not moving right, it's just a challenge. That's that moment challenge, of which if the person is ambitious, it will take the pieces of, in fact, you are supposed to make do of that particular moment. You should go back, think about what happened, you know, reflect on what happened and see how you can, you know, come back. And then to bring in the comfort zone, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person, you know, went back to rest and because of that, things are falling apart for them. There is no lazy man on earth. Everybody is striving for a better tomorrow, for a better today, and for a better future, you know, today and tomorrow. Nobody is lazy. So whoever has failed today will go back, you know, re-strategize and come back stronger.
Okay. Do you know that there are some persons that maybe they have failed for some certain times and they'll say, I have lost concentration for this. There's no hope for this again. Let me just allow it. Anyhow you want to be, you're going to come out.
Okay, let me come in from there. Back in the days when I was in fashion school, there was something we were being taught. If you're having hard time trying to do a particular thing, she told us that abandon it for a day or two. Don't kill yourself trying to fix that particular thing. Leave it. Let it be as if that thing is dead to you. And then when you come back, you're coming back with a new mindset. And if you agree with me, it has worked for you, even without you knowing. You see that when you leave something, like you're no more interested in that thing, and then when you come back, you're coming back re-energized. And when you pick that thing up, you are going to actually do something better than you would have done. But if it is stressing you at that point, and you're so down on having it done, you are going to spoil it. I am telling you, you are going to ruin it. So I think if you are struggling to see how you can gain balance and you're not just having balance, it's still wobbling, I feel like you should just leave it. Go to sleep. Leave it. Go to sleep. Do something else. You know, let it be as if it was dead on arrival. But in your mind, it's not dead. You will surely come back for it. You know what I'm saying? You will come back for it. So anybody who is struggling should just, and this thing is not just, you've done it, like according to you, you've tried first, tried second time, tried third time, it's not just working. Allow it, and before you come back, if you think you could speak to people who have been there before you, speak to them, because you just want to come back stronger. And this has to, if you are a fighter, if somebody whose mind is right inside, you are a fighter, like you do not succumb to fear, you do not succumb to defeat. It does not show physically, but in your mind, you know you are a warrior, you don't succumb to defeat. You will definitely speak to one or two persons, see what I am facing. You know, I'm actually, currently I have, in fact, it's dead to me. You know, this project is dead to me. The person will be like, okay, let's see how we can revive it. During my time, this was what I did. I did this, I did that, I did this, and it worked. And then you write it, you've picked some points. You go to another person, speak to the person, and you are being told, this is what I did, that's what I did. And then you take the ones you think will be right because you own the project and you know where it was hurting. So you pick the ones that you need and then add to the knowledge you already have, and then get back to work. You will do it stronger. So life, like we said here, is a big risk that we must take.
All right, thank you so much. Do you have anything to ask?
Okay, I want to say failure are also drive to success. That's my standpoint. Because we have many key figures where they tend to fail on this particular thing. You've heard their stories. We have that of Thomas Edison. We have that of Elon Musk that I did mention. We also have that of the founder of Facebook and all of that. We know their beginning. We know what happened. Some of these people, they didn't even go through the four walls of school. Maybe school even kicked them out at some point, and they went back, create their own opinion, and it's coming out strong, and is what is used in the world today. I believe that if you have a strong conviction about a certain thing, about what you're meant to do, we should always have this open mind that there is temptation, of course. And I also said that if you do something 100 times and it fails, you just have that knowledge that that thing, like there's 100 things to this particular thing you want to do, and there will be a failure to it. Do you understand? Another person that might come to try it the first time might not know that these 100 things that you've tried are failures to this particular thing, but you are not aware of this knowledge that you failed this thing 100 times based on this, and this, right? You are not identifying the point. You are not putting it, just like you identifying ingredients that will make a particular food good. If you put this, it will be bad. This is what makes it sweet. This is what makes the taste come out. So that's what failures normally do. It just gives you that knowledge. It just gives you that experience. You understand? I wouldn't stand here and say you should let go at some point. Like what Sister Ruth said, we are talking about comfort as a trap, right? You shouldn't let your comfort be a trap to you, but there is a room for comfort. That is my standpoint. So you should tend to go back, re-strategize, or maybe just take a chill pill. Maybe for 1 year or 2 years you just relax and come back again. At that point, maybe your brain might be refreshed, your mind might be broad, and everything is coming you at that point of comfort too. There are still many ideas that might just come that might stimulate that thing you're actually working on. There are things that's because you've removed your mind from it, and before you know, maybe something might just come from nowhere and trigger that, okay, wait, this is in line with this. Why not I put this idea with this thing to see if it works? That's how sometimes things just happens, and you know it works for you, because at that point you've embraced comfort at some certain time to just relax, relieve your mind of that thing at that particular point, not to dump it completely. That's why we're kicking against comfort being there permanently. We are kicking against it, but permanently. But it should be something that you should go back to at every point of distress and have a relaxation.
All right. Aligning to what you have just said, this is a question. Why we are re-strategizing for a better tomorrow. Now, we now sit and look at the past 5 years. How we are trying to reboot, renew, and have a successive plan. Why we are progressive. if you sit for the past 5 years and you are not progressive, will you be satisfied because you are not able to get at that moment?
As a person, personally, I will speak for myself personally. 5 years in a particular place, no growth, same routine, same. I will get tired. For me as a person, right? I will get tired, even though not too big. At least there should be significant or little changes I should pinpoint, or I should be able to carry and say, okay, this is what changed. This is another thing that changed. This is another thing that came in the next 5 years. In the 5 years of me staying in a particular place, I would be able to know that now this growth is not just about your income and all of that. We're talking about your mindset. We're also talking about your ideas. We're talking about how experienced you are. At this point, this is what you are thinking, but at this point, this is where your mentality is now. At this point, this is what your mentality was all about. But at this point, you've been able to control this, you've been able to control that, and all of that. Growth is in many ways. So I'm not sure that if you check yourself very well and you look 5 years back, you will notice that many things have changed. There were things that might trigger you, you will not be triggered, right? We also have that of it tells on your relationship, it tells on your character, it tells on your adaptability, it tells on everything. Maybe it might not show in your finance at that particular point, but me as a person, I wouldn't say that it shouldn't show in my finance, because I love growth. As everything is growing, I think it should be going steadily, right?
So finance is the apex of the growth.
Finance is not
To you.
apex. No, it's not. It's not actually, but because there are a whole lot to a person, but we know that finance is something that runs mostly
Very
everything.
essential.
Yes, it's very essential. It's something necessary in all what we do, because if you want to do food, your house rent and everything, what you want to go to work and all of that, you know what finance is. So it should be also something for me. I'm of the opinion that the finance should also grow in that 5 years. I know that at some point you tend to want to be in a particular job for 5 years, receiving one particular salary. But why not do another thing to join that, right? Are there no other ideas that might come your way and you link, not necessarily the job, right? Because today's world, we know that if you are doing one job, there are still other channels you can also do to get something. Those are also growth. Those are also changes, right? You tend to go for new ideas. You tend to go for new things. You don't just stay stagnant in a particular place. So as a person,
I love striving, right? I love exploring new things. I just want to know new things at some point of my life. So in the next 5 years, I think even though it's not much, there should be something visible, some even small, very small, that it should be visible to show that, okay, yes, there is a growth. I didn't stay one place. I was not too comfortable. At least I strived to go somewhere, and this is where I am at this particular point.
All right.
To add up? Okay. If you stay in a place for 5 years without growth, right? That was the question.
How will you feel? Will you be disappointed
I
or
will feel
satisfied?
trapped. Sincerely speaking, no, that's trap. That's
I
the
thought you
perfect-
want. What if you want to use that 5 years to reboast, like what AB said, to reboast for renewal of pursuits? You are just being.
And it's okay for you to use that time to boost, but it's too long a time for you to, use in rebooting.
Do you know
time
success does not have years count?
It doesn't have, but staying in one place and then I know in every settings, is almost like repetition of the same thing. Year in, year out, is a repetition. But there's
one fundamental
yes,
thing
there are
about
some
it.
micro changes that you would yourself, you would know that there have been some changes, whether financially, whether mentally, there are those changes, whether others are seeing it or not, provided you have seen the change, good. But you're not seeing any change, it's just the same year one, second year, third year, fourth year, and down to the fifth year, the same thing. I would feel trapped, because definitely there is something wrong. and you need to find a way out. This way out does not necessarily mean you are living where you are. You know, there was something someone said, you know, it's something that they have taught a lot of people. You know, if you're feeling trapped in a particular place without growth, I feel just like she said, you find another route. You're not living where you are. Do you understand? You're not living where you are. It's just you adding something else to your salary. Do you understand? You find something to do. If you are, if you make hair, you've actually done something, you know, to actually boost your growth, because you feel like you are just bare. You are doing nothing to try and, you know, feel that you are actually doing something, you know. So you just, that strive, that fire in you will burn you until you get up and like, okay, I do. A lot of young people now, they are actually striving. You see them, oh, I do perf. It's not as if that's the only income, source of income. They are doing something else, but that, I feel like maybe it's just like a side hustle. You know, some will tell you, I am an influencer, I do this, I do that. That is you boosting yourself, because you do not want the next year to come and you've not really added up to your life. You're just there. You're just, you know, stuck in that trap. You're not, it's just like, I feel like people should act like they're actually drowning. You know, someone in water who cannot swim. You see that struggle. I feel like that's how some people should actually follow life. I don't know, I might be wrong, but you see that struggle, you can't swim, you're in the water, and at the same time you're drowning. You see that struggle to stay alive for help to come. I feel like that's how some people should actually, you know, follow up, because at the same time, time is ticking and it waits for no one. So whatever it is you can do to help yourself, you do it. You know, there are a lot of things you could do with your hand that another person cannot do. Use your hand, you know, to do that another person cannot do, and it will really add up a lot. If you are talking about the sisters, there are a lot. You can actually, you know, sew. You could make hair. You could do a lot of things. You could, a lot that you can do just to add up, just to for it to be that you are not in the same trap. You've actually done something to, you know, add a little more color to the already colored life.
I would love to say, when you do that and you're already marked calendar and you go back to check it, maybe ending of the year or beginning of a new year, you will be boast, like in the words of AB, you will boast that your pursuit for the last year is successful. All right, thank you very much. All right, we'll go on a short break, and when we're back, Morning Star continues.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, in the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, now and even forevermore. Beloved brethren, we are the redeemed children from Mother Elizabeth Redeemed Home of Love. We are here to act a short drama titled The Birth of Love and Mercy. Sit tight and watch and learn, now and even forevermore.
Scene 1, the Kingdom of Stone Hearts. A dark and troubled land. People move about with anger, hatred, and selfishness. No one helps one another. The atmosphere is cold. Long ago, in a kingdom called Stone Hearts, kindness had disappeared. People no longer cared for each other. The rich ignored the poor, friends betrayed friends, and neighbors shut their doors against one another. Mercy and love had become forgotten words.
Good afternoon, Sister Redemption.
Good afternoon, Brother Wisdom.
Where have you been? I've been looking for you. What is going on?
I've been around. As you can see, I'm looking good and fine. And Brother Wisdom, I'm looking so dry and bony. This is not the wisdom I know.
It's because there is no love in this country. No one to care for one another. Everybody face their own selves. As you can see, I'm going to look for my daily bread.
Why should I help? People should solve their problems by themselves.
Love brings pain. I can never trust anybody in this village.
And as you can see, I'm going to a very important place. Thank you. The kingdom grew darker each day, and sadness spread like a shadow. Scene 2, the cry of humanity.
God,
An old,
help us in this village. Help us to bring mercy and love.
an old woman and a hungry child sit by the roadside.
My daughter, let's rest here a bit. I'm tired. Grandma, I am hungry. Oh, my daughter, we have no food to eat, and no one sees to care anymore. Oh, God, send your love and mercy upon this country.
The child begins to cry. Suddenly, a soft light shines from the sky.
Oh, God.
Where hatred grows, mercy shall rise. Where darkness reigns, love shall be born.
The cries of the suffering rose into the heavens. Their pain touched the heart of creation itself. Scene 3, the birth of mercy and love.
I am mercy. I heal wounds and forgive mistakes. And I am love. I unite hearts and give hope.
We have come because humanity has forgotten compassion.
And together we shall renew what was lost in this country.
Heart begins to change. Mercy and love walk through the kingdom.
Love one another.
Care for one another.
Wait, I should help.
A wealthy man sees the hungry child.
I was wrong. Helping others brings peace.
Love makes us stronger.
The kingdom becomes bright and joyful. Slowly, stone hearts transform, smiles returned, kindness blossomed, mercy taught people forgiveness, and love taught people unity.
A country without mercy becomes hard.
And a country without love becomes empty. And so,
let mercy
and love live forever.
From that day on, people remember that mercy.
appreciate that performance. Appreciate those performance. Very wonderful dance there.
I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio.
Please, can you appreciate this performance?
I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio. He's all in it. I'm in the Bankefio.
Opolo Nation.
I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio. He's all in it. I'm in the Bankefio. Eddie Mamio. I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio. I'm in the Bankefio.
Appreciate them all.
Appreciate Bankefio. I'm padan sum pondi. I'm padan sum pondi wurima. Imalum bayenere yambi. Imayenen yo. I'm padan sum pondi. Padan sum pondi wurima. Oh.
Thank you. Opolo Nation, thank you. Please, can you clear the floor? Can you clear the floor? Thank you. Please, clear the floor, please. Clear the floor. Is Opolo, come back, sister. Come back.
We are already fed up with your doing. You people do this as if you don't exist anymore because you are promoted to a exalted position and blessed beyond measure.
Exalted position, you say? That sounds like more of jealousy.
Jealousy? We are not jealous, not at all.
I pray so, but come to think of it. Where were you when we are on this struggle? Please tell us where were you when we don't have anyone to speak for us before the King of Glory. His Holiness Olumba Obu.
Amen. Put your hands together for that performance.
With empty stomach, crossing rivers, evangelizing, but yet intimidation, humiliation, mockery, and words of discouragement we receive from you instead of appreciation and peace of advice.
Peace, we beseech. We are one in the Lord, one is Zoembe, one BCS. No differences, either the first forerunners, last we are one. Be it Western Izon leaders of old, or the current Izoembe, when we speak in one voice and move as one, then can we appear before the King of Glory? Izon!
Yeah.
Ibe! Yeah. Izon Kememia!
Ibe!
My people of Izon, I hope I am speaking your mind.
Yes, you have spoken our mind. Peace we want.
If I have spoken your mind, then drop your differences and appear in our color. Be white before the King
Please
of Kings
appreciate
and the
these
Lord of
children.
Lords. The
Appreciate
first and
them.
the
Don't
last
just
leader
sit down.
of Izoimbe.
Don't just sit down.
Holiness, Onba, Onba, Onba. Izon.
Yeah.
Ibe.
Yeah.
Zonkememia.
Eyes on Ibe. Eyes on Ibe. Eyes on Ibe. Eyes on Ibe. It's not come be like Billy's on. It's not come be. Appreciate these children, please. All the way from his own nation. Ibe. Eyes on Billy's on. Eyes on Billy's on. Eyes on. Comme ça, c'est qu'on est pas encore fier. Pam 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 pam, comme ça, c'est qu'on est pas. Et n'est pas qu'on n'est pas encore fier. Et n'est pas qu'on n'est pas encore fier. Quand la okosi pas moi qu'on n'est pas encore fier. Il y aura oui un mot qu'on n'est pas encore fier. Qu'on n'est pas fier, bah pour te say minio. Qu'on a royo, bah pour te filer mini. Arobi no we come pas, bah pour te filer mini. On t'a qu'à ne pas confier. Ougue, balade yo. Ougue, balade yo. Appreciate them, appreciate them. Very wonderful performance. All the way from Izo. Please don't just sit down. Appreciate this wonderful raw talent. It's our time, it's our time to be governor. It's our time to be president. It's our time to be commissioner. It's our time to enjoy the government money. It's our time to enjoy you. Appreciate this dance. Appreciate this dance. Baba is not the babo. Momitari is very happy. Appreciating good things is the best. Jump! It's not time to be governor. It's not time to be commissioner. It's not time to be president. Appreciate this raw talent. Even the international chairman for welfare, he said, "Now my people be this, so now my village people be this, so." International chairman for welfare fellowship. Hi, so MCS. Thank you for that. Merci, Dono. Thank you. And of course, the international president for Mercy Fellowship say, "Me self, I like waiting than they do." 3 happiness to the Holy Spirit.
Empowering station, God's own station, uniting the world.
We thank the Father for that wonderful performance, electrifying one for that matter, by
Star Cross Television. I'm being joined back here by Sister Abby Rex. Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back.
All right, I'm being joined back by Sister Ruth Obu, the Authentic.
You. Welcome back, beloved.
All right,
viewer.
yeah, today we're discussing about the comfort zone trap, and we are made to understand that it is a place for us to relax, go back, repose, and renew our pursuit for the next day, the next 2 days, the tomorrow, and the years to come. So we'll be going back to our conversation, and one of the questions goes to Sister Ruth Obu. Is it predictable? Is a predictable routine a sign of stability or a sign of being stuck?
It's somehow a predictable routine a sign of stability or instability?
Stability.
My routine for a year, I'm just following it. Am I stable?
In a way, you are stable, and in a way, you are stuck. Yes, in a way, you are stable.
Why
in a
are you
way,
saying so?
You are stuck because, let me say, in some places or generally, you know, when you are, it's not a sign of you are stuck actually in a way. You know, because if you are a government worker, you already know the normal routine. You know the days you will be off, the days for public holiday. Now, you've been able to tell the things you are going to be having to do today and the things, except it is just a strike, you know, which is not, this is not what has been like generally designed, and then it's been put in the schedule of the year or the week. This one just is something that is unplanned, you know. So if you are a government worker, you already know that these are the things that you have to do, and so you've already predicted your days, and you know how to bring in you know, things that is not attached to your work. You know, you being stuck is you knowing fully well that this forever and ever until you retire. This is you
being stuck.
This is you being stuck, because this is the path you choose for yourself.
Not
and
stability.
Not stable.
Stuck.
No, you are stable. You are stable. At the same time, you are stuck in that, like, how do I even arrange it? You are stuck. You are stable. At the same time, you know you are stuck, because this is not like a work you can just come in and go out. It's like a federal government work, you know, that you know you are going to do that work for years until you retire, maybe at the age, I don't know, wherever you feel tired, your knees feels, your bones feels weak to be actually very active in your services, and so you retire. But in time being, you are being stable, because this is what you do on a daily basis. So in a way, you are stable in what you do, and in another way, you are being stuck because you cannot change. If you change, it therefore means that you are not going to retire as at when you, and the benefit of you waiting till you retire, which is, what is it called? Pension, will not be there. So you just have to endure and do it after all, because it's something you've already started. You had already started. It's something you craved for at a time in life. You actually craved for it, because you know the after benefits. That is, if God blesses you with long life, you know what comes after your retirement.
What if the stability is being defined by slow and steady progress?
It's fine. For me, it's fine, because it's not, in life, not everybody follows the same pace. You know, some people's breakthrough is actually like that of the snail, you know. Like, it's slow and steady. It doesn't just come like a fire. It does not engulf the whole place like a fire that is being fueled, you know. Some people, it comes slowly. So for me, I feel that's okay. Not everybody have the same pace in life.
Okay, can I come in? I want to say, yes, to some point, what Sister Ruth has said is equally okay, but I want to come from a different perspective, because you mentioned stop and stability, right? It depends on the purpose the routine is serving. What purpose is this routine serving? Because I could be having a routine to benefit my presentation, right? This is called consistency, right? You being consistent in a particular something. Now, when being stocked comes in when, okay, the whole stuff answers the question, are you choosing your routine or your routine is choosing you as a person, right? Because stock comes in when the routine feels like you are afraid of changes, right? You are afraid of pursuing something greater. You are afraid of doing something else aside from that. Stock will just move around being this lazy type of person. Maybe you just do things that doesn't serve a purpose. That has been stopped. And as Sister Ruth also pinpoints a good example of that stock. But stability, you can't, routine also serve as stability, which is consistency. So it depends on the purpose that routine is serving. What purpose is this routine serving? Because there are those that exercise every day because they are athletes, so they need to exercise.
So
right?
are you saying your routine can control you?
Your routine can control you, where you feel, for the stock part, where you feel nonchalant about things, progress, you feel nonchalant about doing things. You see yourself sleeping till 10 every day. Maybe you struggle to wake up. And this is something that you know that, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, but you are not waking up on time, right? You struggle to wake up. And this, even though you sleep in the night and you promised yourself that you want to wake up the next day, you see yourself procrastinating. You can't meet up because now your routine is something that it has not turned to a character, a hobby.
So that's the
that
stock.
is in you. Yes, that's the stock. But when this routine serves a purpose, because we have people doing things consistently just to serve a purpose. We have the athletes, we have the musicians where they do their voice training and all of that every day consistently to make sure that they are still there, to make sure that they beautify, they come out good, they come out better, they come out stronger. Like a presenter, you go back home every day, maybe you fix a time that, okay, in each day this is what I'll be doing, in each day I'll be reading this book, in each day this is what the knowledge or information, this is what I want to consume in each day. I don't think that routine is something that should be bad, should be termed as stuck, because after going through that thing there's an improvement. So it's not being stopped, right? Because after going through that stuff there is an improvement. So I know that there are still routines, so it's just for you to differentiate the routine that will keep you stuck and the routine that serve a purpose.
I would love to say it's also an ideal for you to man your routine, have control of your routine.
Yes, that's why I use that one, the word, if your routine is choosing you or you are choosing your routine.
You are being chosen by your routine. All right, thank you so much. This question goes to you, Sister Ibirex.
Okay.
A short-term target or a long-term, is it determined by being in a comfort zone?
Okay, thank you very much, bro Ododo Charles, for that question. It's a very dicey one, but I believe there are different people, different strategies, different brains working, different ideology. What works for you might not work for me. So long-term goal or short-term, if it's determined by your comfort zone. There are some people that don't rest, they don't have this comfort, they want to make sure that this thing is done within a stipulated time, right? I have 1 month to complete this project, and within that 1 month I need to complete it. No matter what, I will need to complete this, and they do it, right? Then why the next person will be like, okay, no, I need to give myself a longer term because I need to relax, reboot, come back again, pick it up so that I will have fresh memory. So I think it depends on the person per se, because for me as a person, I do the relaxation stuff where if I'm into something for a longer period of time and I'm not seeing a result, there are still sometimes that you know this, we are humans, you understand, our brains, everything and all of that, they work, they stress themselves up. So there are sometimes that when you over label yourself in a particular thing, new ideas doesn't come in.
right? You don't have another approach towards that particular matter or towards that particular problem. You don't have another approach or solution to that particular, and you are looking for a solution. For me, I always love taking time out to rest, maybe go out, because if you do, there are still some people, I think there are still some doctors that will tell you that leave that problem on the table, just stroll out, go out. There might be something that will just come up in you going out that will link up to that problem, right? Because you are relaxed at that point, you are having this comfort and all of that. So I don't know, I think that depends on the person per se, because there are people that if they do short term without comfort, it still works. If they do short term within just fix a little time of comfort within that thing that they are doing, it still works. So it depends on the person per se. So that's
I know you. Thank you. I know you are warming up to add up. You have the floor. You're okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you very much.
All right. The next question is: we avoid taking risks. Yes, we are. I would say I would define it by fear of losing the present place we are currently. So we avoid taking risks as human, and we lose. So while in the process of avoiding taking risks, we have missed opportunities. How can we define the next goal?
Okay, if I understand you very well, that people have lost a lot of things because they are afraid of taking risk, right? Okay, first and foremost, we said something during the start of this program, if you can recall, that life itself is a big risk. You know, whatever it is we do in life, we are taking a huge risk. Stepping out of your comfort zone every day to go hustle for your daily income just to earn a living, you know, it's a big risk. You know, you are unaware of who is sitting on the wheel. You don't know what the person has experienced. You don't know the person's mental states. You know, you have no idea, but you hop in and you sit there. Your life at that point, I feel like somehow is actually in the life of the one in the wheel. You do not know where the person, you've told the driver, this is where you're going. And definitely you believe he is taking you to your destination or your venue, you know, but you do not know what the next minute holds. That's a big risk for me. I feel like it's a big risk. Every day we step out is a risk. So now you having to lose something because you are thinking that you venturing into this thing is going to make, you're going to fail because you have seen the people equally competing. You know, you've seen your rival already. Is bad because the other person might equally be thinking so. And there is only one way for you to break free from that, and that is to take the bull by the horn. That is to take that risk. No matter what is involved, you take the risk because life itself is about risk. So nobody should, nobody should, you know, let something slip off their hands because they think that they are not worthy of that thing. God said he created everything pure. The same way the other person is wanting this thing. It's the same way you have equal right as everyone in life, you know. So if this person could go for, if this thing has been kept open, you know, like maybe you are going in for something, you know, they say everything on this table goes for a particular bidding. The higher bidder takes it. You know, if you know you have what it takes, why not go sit on the same table? Bid, who knows? You might, you know, go in for, if you lose. You are scared of the risks. No, yeah, if you lose, you take responsibility. Another thing in life is you losing and taking responsibility because you actually spoke to yourself. You advised yourself that you want to go in for this. So if anything happens that you don't come out, you know, successful, you should take responsibility. You should take that as a punch.
Sorry,
you know.
While you are still speaking, do you know some person, if they fell on a certain obligation, and maybe their way of taking responsibility is to feel bad of themselves, and them feeling bad of themselves, they will not be triggered tomorrow to take any risks?
I don't think those set of persons actually want to grow. You know, because in life, you're not always right. So sometimes you feel bad. It's okay for you to question yourself. We talked about reflection here.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to go back to that comfort zone of yours. You know, reflect on yourself. Ask yourself questions. Answer the questions. Now judge yourself. Judge your own self. And then sober if you want, shed tears if you want to shed tears. Scream. Wail if you want. You are alone. Do all that you need to be able to, you know, shake it off your head, because tomorrow is another fresh day, a fresh start. You are going to meet maybe same set of persons or another set of persons, you know. So you failing and questioning yourself and telling me that, okay, we are disconversing, right? Telling me that you are feeling bad, that you questioned your own doings, your own acts. I feel like it's somehow weird, because you need to look into yourself, because if you're feeling bad, it therefore means that you would not even take correction. It means if somebody comes to you and tells you, Bro Odudu or Mr. P, you did something wrong, you punch the person, because you do not want anybody saying or seeing any wrong or bad in you, you know. So you have to be able to make room for corrections, make rooms for questioning, make rooms for change, you know, which therefore means that you have to start it with your own self. I don't know if I've been able to answer your questions.
All right, thank you so much. Do you have anything to say?
I think she has said it all.
All right, thank you. We have been talking about comfort zone and trap. Now, when comfort becomes a trap, how do we escape from it?
Okay, when comfort becomes a trap, how do you escape? I think there are many things you can do as a person depending on the kind of person you are. I think your drive should be your goals, what you want to be, your purpose, how and whatever way you want to achieve your purpose. I think those are the things that drives you out from your comfort zone, or where it has put you in the trap, where you tend to go about a particular routine that doesn't really serve a purpose, right? There are many other things you could do. You could set a plan, right, on things you want to do and act on them, and not just to procrastinate, because procrastination is also one of the things that makes you relax in that.
So what if you are setting a plan and you are still being comfortable?
Then you are still in the trap, right? You are still in the trap. You need to push yourself harder. You need to strive, right? Like I said, most of the things that drives people is purpose. What do they tend to serve, right, here on earth? What is the thing I can give out to people? And problems also are things that also pushes people out to do something, because of course you want to solve that problem that comes to your table. If that problem is not there, that's why most temptation is something that drives us to our blessings. Because in terms of you trying to solve your problem, you tend to decipher one or two things that wasn't there, or you were not aware of. You tend to be aware to many things just in the course of solving a particular problem. So I think when we have a purpose, the main thing is, what is your purpose? What goal do you want to achieve as a person? You understand? So what are those things that are around you? What are those things surrounding you that you would want to solve as a person? Then if you push, you set out the strategy on how to push those things in line with your person, your personality, right? Because you can't go and do something that another person is doing and you think it will work for you. Of course, you need to check what fits you, what suits you, then you do it. And of course, you see yourself escaping that comfort trap. Yes, we call it comfort zone trap, because it just gives you that ability to just stay relaxed for a permanently, which is not a good thing. Comfort is just for you to go there a little bit, rest, and come out of it and kick up from where you stop.
All right, with what Sister Abby is saying, will you say there's a danger being comfortable?
Yeah, in a way, I was just going to add up to what she said. Yes. Okay, in a way, it's somehow dangerous. Yes. Let me take for instance someone who has gone through a lot financially. someone who has not been stable for a very long time. In fact, almost the years you have spent on earth so far, it's been struggling. You've had to, you know, scratch the ground to be able to feed. You've had to, you know, do a lot of things to be able to feed, you know. You've just gone through a lot financially and otherwise, and people don't see you for who you are. People look down on you, you know, talk down on you and do a lot of things. And then, boom, something happens that you are being handed some millions of naira. Now, I feel like that's a trap, because for a person who has been looked down, who has been trampled upon, somebody who has gone through a lot, first thing that would come into some people's mind would be financial discipline. And then another thing that would come into some people's mind who are in the same position would be to level up, to make sure that people see them for who they are, you know, to make sure that all the people that talked down, that trampled upon them, you know, people who thought they would never grow in life, they want to see how they can actually, you know, level up and make sure these people sees that they have grown in life. Now, if you do that, actually, I feel like you are in a way in a trap. You are actually trapping yourself, because you are not doing anything to add up, to see how this stream could, would continue flowing, you know. Instead, you keep fetching, and fetching. You are not adding up, like you are not replacing that which you have fetched out, and in no time you would go bankrupt. Yeah. So, what am I trying to say? Now, being dangerously trapped in your comfort zone, I am using this scenario to create it, you know. It will really be so dangerous if you were in a particular situation that I earlier, I earlier brought up, and then something comes up, millions of naira, and then instead of you adding, you've taken a lot out because you just want people to see that, oh, God has blessed you, which is very, very bad. So for me, I feel if such a one sees, if you find yourself in such a position, I feel you should rather see how you can, you know, break free from that trap. Honestly speaking, that's, for me, I feel like that's a big trap. You've not had this in and boom, it's before you. It's a trap, because if you do not have the discipline, everything requires discipline. If you do not have the discipline, you will be trapped in it. And before this thing lets loose, allows you, takes off that strong grip on you, it has milked you dry. You have been able to squander it without knowing, because you wouldn't be able to tell what you did, where they went to. That's a very big trap. That's the dangerous part of it, because you fail to know that in everything in life, discipline is needed. In short, more so, anything that has to do with money needs a greater discipline, you know. And even in your comfort zone, if you want to break free, you need more discipline to know that there is one adage in Efok. They say what the bird likes eating, that's what that's the same, the food that the birds like, that's the same food that kills them. So in that comfort zone, it's giving you comfort, but they say everything in life needs moderation. Everything in life should be done in moderation, you know, not in excess. If you stay there excessively, you are killing yourself. And if you are somebody with ambition, you have successfully used your hand to destroy that ambition, because you need to go out there. These things are not coming home to knock on your door. Hey, please sign this. We need you to do this for us. And then you still stay inside there and get these things done. You need to go out there, get uncomfortable. In fact, fight if you have to. Not like getting physical with somebody. You know, the misunderstandings, the ups and downs, that's the fight. That's how I describe my own fight. You know, the misunderstandings, the ups and downs, everything that happens. You need to go out there, struggle, fight, and get things done, and then come back and rest for a while, and then go back.
All right. Conclusively, okay. I just want to add a few. She has made a vital point where she said comfortability kills ambition. Creativity is so because you don't use your brain to work anymore. You are just stopped at level.
Let's go.
Yes, you are just stopped at one level. And you look at the world today, creativity is what drives us. What are you creative about? What is that new thing you could come up with? Even though you are good at this particular thing, what makes you different? What's that flair you bring to the table? So if you are comfortable, you tend to see that you don't explore the world of creativity, and also your skill also tends to dim, because if you are not doing this thing on a daily basis, you tend to degrade in whatever talent, skill, or whatever thing you have.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Ruth, and thank you, Sister Abby Rex. I would love to learn to you one of your last statement. You said, in everything in life, discipline is needed. All right, that is the perfect thing for us to achieve our set goal and get out there, take the risks, and get it done. Because without you believing yourself first and giving room for risks, you will not be progressive to the level you wish to get. So we'll be going on a short break, and when we're back, the last segment for the Morning Star Breakfast Show will continue, which is the infotainment and Today in History. That will be done by the analyst herself, Abby Rex. Do stay tuned.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, in the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, even now forevermore. Beloved brethren, on station is the young and a young advisor, but Sister Gift, and my co is Favor. We are here to say a presentation titled The Birth of Mercy and Love. Listen and be blessed. When night was old and the world stood still, no law, no name, no judgment quills. A breath fell soft on a broken ground, and Mercy woke without a sound. She rose to where wounds had learned to stay, with hands that knew how to weigh. She did not ask for what came before. She only went and opened every door. Then love came next. Not loud, not fast, a flame that learned from Mercy's path. When Mercy sped, love chose to stay and turned the night to a gentle day. So when you fall and none forgive, remember how the two first live. One begged the space, the other the light. Both were born to make right wrong. Thank you.
Before name, before law, the earth was stone. Silence ruled when no one came home. Then a crack, not thunder, not war, but something softer opened the door. Mercy stepped first. Mercy stepped first. Barefoot, slow. She didn't count the blame, the debt. She washed the heart and spoke no name. Then love came afterward as down. When mercy cleared, love played on, not to erase what broke apart, but to rebuild the broken heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Three objects to the Holy Spirit. We thank the Father for that wonderful presentation by the Biang and Nengebai Sabbath. Right now, we are going to give Brother Emeka 2 minutes for his performance. Brother Emeka, 2 minutes. You know, Christ servants, Brother Emeka, 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help from the Lord. Anything I do, anything I say, even when I smile, when I cry, Lord, I need you.
Sometimes I wonder what manner of
love me beyond human comprehensions. You are my strength when I'm weak. You are my Lord, my fortress and shield. Oh Lord, my master and king. Oh Lord, I give you all praise, my Lord and King. Ebube dike, you're my leg, Agune Jimba, Onye Nememba, Songi Kam no Bo, Oge no no Bazam, oh Zam, oh Zamonda, Zamo Papa, Zamo Daddy, Zamo Onywe, Makala Ibuchi. I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help from the Lord. Anything I do, anything I say, even when I smile, even when I cry, Lord, I need you. Uniting the world.
If you are just joining us, it is the Morning Star Breakfast Show brought to you by Star Cross Television, and this is the last segment for the edition of the Morning Star Breakfast Show. You're welcome back, Sister Ruth Ubu.
Thank you.
Also welcome back, Sister Ibi Rex.
Thank you very much.
All right. She'll be taking us for Today in History and Infotainment. Thank you. You have the floor.
All right, thank you very much, Bro Ododo Charles. Yes, we're going straight to Today in History / infotainment for you. Of course, you know what infotainment is all about. We tend to celebrate the birthdays of all those born on the same day, and of course, other milestones of our audience. So yes, if you have anything to celebrate, please contact us 24 hours before the D-Day, and of course, Starcross Television is going to package it for you. So we're going straight to Today in History, and of course, first on our list here we have Portugal Day, officially known as Dia de Portugal. It's celebrated annually on June 10th in Portugal and across Portuguese community worldwide. The date commemorates the death of Lewis in the year 1580, Portugal's greatest poet and author, an epic work that glorifies the Portuguese age of discovery. The observance was formally established to honor not only the communist literary legacy, but also the cultural identity, language, and historical achievement of Portugal as a nation. Moving forward, we also have here International Heraldry Day, observed annually on June 10, and also serve as a global recognition, the ancient system of designing, displaying, and recording coats of arms. And the celebration was initiated in the 21st century by heraldic societies and cultural historians to promote awareness about the tradition that date back to the medieval Europe in the 12th century, where they were originally used to identify knights and battles. Over time, it expanded into a structured system of symbolism representing family, nation, institution, and university. Moving forward, we also have the World Art Nouveau Day. It's celebrated every year on June 10 to honor the art movement, a highly decorative international style for art, architecture, and design that flourished between the 1890s and 1910. The movement emerged as a response to industrialization, with artists seeking to return to craftsmanship, organic form, and nature's inspired aesthetic, characterized by flowing line, floral motifs, and intricate detailing. Art influence architecture, furniture design, painting, jewelries, and graphic art across Europe and beyond. The day was established by cultural institutions and art organizations in the early 2010s to commemorate two of the movement's greatest figures. Activities on this day include museum exhibition, architectural tours, lectures, and digital showcases. Its importance also lies in preserving artistic heritage, inspiring modern design innovation, and celebrating a movement that bridged traditional craftsmanship with modern artistic expression. Moving forward, we also have here National Herbs and Spice Day. Is observed annually on June 10th, primarily in the United States, but increasingly recognized globally to celebrate the essential role herbs and spices play in culinary tradition, medicine, and cultural identity. The observance emerged in the late 20th century as part of the growing interest in natural food, wellness practices, and global cuisine. Herbs such as basil, thyme, and mint, and spices like cinnamon, turmeric, pepper have historically shaped global trade routes, most notably the ancient spice trade and the connected Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. These ingredients were once so valuable that they influenced exploration, colonization, and international commerce. The day is marked by cooking demonstration, food festival, and educational program highlighting the health benefits and cultural importance of natural seasoning. Its significance also lies in recognizing how herbs and spices have shaped global history, improved human health, and enriched culinary diversity across civilization. Moving forward, we also have World Franchise Day. Is observed on June 10th to recognize the global franchise business model and its impact on economic development, entrepreneurship, and job creation. The franchise system, which allows individuals to operate businesses under an established brand and operational model, gained modern prominence in the 20th century with companies like McDonald's, KFC, and other multinational chains. The observance was introduced by the International Franchise Association to highlight the contribution of franchising to global commerce and small business empowerment. The day is marked by business seminars, networking events, and educational campaigns promoting entrepreneurship. Moving forward, we also have here Action as Anxiety Day. Is observed annually on June 10 to raise awareness about anxiety disorder and encourage individuals to take proactive steps towards mental health. The observance was created by mental health advocacy groups to address the rising global prevalence of anxiety, which had been linked to modern stressors such as economic pressure, social media influence, and lifestyle changes. Anxiety disorder, which include generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and social anxiety, affect millions of people worldwide and can significantly impact daily functioning if left untreated. They encourages action through therapy, mindfulness practices, education, and open conversation about the mental health. Moving forward, we also have here the EHS Day. This is electromagnetic electromagnetic hypersensitivity awareness.
Refers to a condition where individual reports experiencing discomfort when they associate with everyday electromagnetic sources such as mobile phone, Wi-Fi signals, and power line. While scientific research has not confirmed a direct causal link between these signals, the symptoms to those who identify with EHS consistently describe very real and distressing experience. Commonly reported symptoms include persistent headache, burning sensation or burning on the skin, chest discomfort, rapid heartbeat, dizziness, and brain fog. For affected individuals, environments with strong or visible electronic infrastructure such as areas near cell towers can feel overwhelming and stressful. The day is generally used as a point of awareness to highlight these experiences, encourage understanding, and promote respectful discussion about environmental sensitivities and modern technology use. That's all we have for today in history. So we are going straight to infotainment. Of course, you know what infotainment is all about. We tend to celebrate our celebrants or those that are born today, specifically June 10th, and of course Starcross always deem it fit to celebrate with them. And first on our list here we have happy birthday to Favor Nelson. I want to say today we celebrate a young woman whose life beautifully blends creativity, dedication, and service. As a student chef, you continue to master the art of transforming simple ingredients into delightful creation. And as a devoted chorister in Rivers State Central Choir, you use your voice to glorify God and inspire many souls. Favor, may this day new chapter of your life be seasoned with divine favor, overflowing joy, wisdom, and countless opportunities. May your passion continue to open doors, and may your song of praise attract blessing beyond your imagination. Keep shining, keep growing, keep impacting lives with your gift. Happy birthday to you. We celebrate you Starcrossly. Moving forward, we also have a happy birthday shout out to Sister Blessing Patrick Coleman. We want to say happy birthday, beloved sister. Brother rather, we want to say today, Sister Blessing, we want to say happy birthday to you on this special day. You are a dedicated chorister. You are also committed to God's work, and your passion for worship continue to bless the congregation and uplift hearts. May this birthday usher you into a season of uncommon grace, divine elevation, and boundless happiness. May every song you sing return to you as blessing, breakthrough, and testimony. Continue to flourish in God's vineyard and remain a shining light to all around you. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. We also have here happy birthday to Bro Edidiong Oliver. He is a senior Christ servant. Today we celebrate a remarkable brother whose presence, dedication, and commitment continue to make a positive impact in Majidun Bethel, Lagos. Bro Edidiong, may this new age bring fresh opportunities, greater accomplishment, divine protection, and lasting joy. May every dream you carry in your heart find fulfillment, and may God continually guide your path towards greatness. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. We also have happy birthday to SES Emmanuel Okon. Happy birthday to a wonderful brother from Atai Bethel, Uyo. Your dedication, humility, and commitment to work of God are qualities worthy of celebration. As you mark another glorious year. May heaven decorate your life with favor, strengthen your faith, and reward your effort abundantly. May every step you take lead to success, fulfillment, and greater service in God's kingdom. Happy birthday to you once again. I want to say happy birthday to Bro Uchechukwu Prosper. A special birthday celebration to you, to a fruitful chorister of Omoku Bethel, River State. Your commitment to worship and your willingness to serve God through music are truly inspiring. May your voice continue to be a channel of blessing and hope to many. As you celebrate today, may divine favor locate you. May your aspiration come to fruition, and may your life continually reflect God's goodness. Happy birthday, and may your song never cease and your joy never run dry. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. We also have here happy birthday to Bro Godwin Thomas. I want to say happy birthday to an exceptional brother from 7 Government School Road, Bethel, Eket. May this new year of your life bring greater achievement, divine breakthrough, good health, and lasting happiness. May your commitment to God's work continue to yield abundant blessing, and may every challenge become a stepping stone to greater success. Have a wonderful and fulfilling birthday celebration in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. We also have here happy birthday to Bro Ubong Seperin Ekede. I want to say today we celebrate a gifted chorister, a seasoned media professional, and a dedicated servant who has fruitfully served in various capacity as a public relation officer. Bro Ubong, your voice inspires worship, your professional commands commands respect, and your service reflects excellence. May this birthday launch you into a greater relevance, wider influence, and extraordinary accomplishment. May God continue to enlarge your coast and bless the work of your hands. Happy birthday to you, and keep shining. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. We also have a happy birthday to His Grace Mong. Today we celebrate an outstanding leader, media guru, passionate advocate for animal rights, and a pillar within Abbas International. Your commitment to the growth of BCS of Brotherhood Cross and Star Fellowships, your leadership as the chairman of the Central Planning Committee of the BCS General Fellowship Evangelical Retreat, and your tireless dedication to kingdom service continue to inspire many. As you celebrate another year, may God reward you, reward your sacrifice, strengthen your vision, and elevate you to even greater heights of influence and impact. May wisdom, favor, and uncommon success accompany you in all your endeavors. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. We also have here happy birthday to Bro F. Young. Want to say happy joyful birthday celebration to a faithful chorister and dedicated child of God. Your passion for worship and commitment to God's service continue to touch lives and glorify the Father. May this new year bring spiritual growth, divine protection, abundant blessing, and countless reasons to rejoice. Happy birthday. May your life continue to be beautiful testimony of God's grace. Moving forward, we also have here happy birthday to Sister Ime Monday. Today we celebrate an exceptional woman whose life is a wonderful combination of professionalism and passionate service. As an accountant with the First Royal Microfinance Bank and a devoted chorister, you exemplify excellence, diligence, and faithfulness. May this new age bring career advancement, financial abundance, divine wisdom, and unending joy. May your voice continue to bless lives, and may your effort be richly rewarded. Happy birthday. May greatness continue to distinguish you. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. And of course, last for today is happy birthday to Bro Henry Okafor. Today we honor and celebrate one of the oldest and most respected member of the BCS International Ushering Department. Your years of faithful service, dedication, discipline, and commitment to the work of the Most Holy Father, especially within the protocol unit, are worthy of admiration and appreciation. You have remained a shining example of humility, loyalty, and steadfastness. As you celebrate this special day, may God bless you with strength, excellent health, peace of mind, and many more fruitful years of service. May your labor of love continue to attract divine reward and heavenly favor. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And of course, that's all we have for you under Today Industry/infotainment. Thank you very much for having me, Bro Dudu Charles and Sister Bertha Boom.
All right, thank you so much for doing well for the Today Industry and Infotainment. All right, thank you so much, Sister Rutobu, the Authentic, for coming. And thank you also for watching and contributing to the discourse for today edition of the Morning Star Breakfast Show. This is what we call it a day, and see you next. Thank you. God bless you.